Welcome to Motivation Wisdom, where we share the insights of great achievers with authentic and high-quality content that offers positive improvement to everyone. Join us on our journey of discovery as we explore timeless wisdom to help us all live better, more meaningful lives. If you are new to our channel or haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable post notifications so you never miss an upload. Happiness makes up in height for what it lacks in length. We love the things we love for what they are. There are two kinds of teachers. The kind that fill you with so much quail shot that you can't move, and the kind that just gives you a little prod behind and you jump to the skies. Avoid people who see your shortcomings and justify or even approve them. Such people are either flatterers, or cowards, or simply fools. Do not expect help from them in any trouble or misfortune. There never was any heart truly great and generous that was not also tender and compassionate. An idea is a feat of association, and the height of it is a good metaphor. Never marry a woman who has already had many men. It is likely that she will use her experience to harm you. Don't ever take a fence down until you know why it was put up. The best way out is always through. Love is an irresistible desire to be irresistibly desired. The afternoon knows what the morning never suspected. Half the world is composed of people who have something to say and can't, and the other half who have nothing to say and keep on saying it. The reason why worry kills more people than work is that more people worry than work. A person will sometimes devote all his life to the development of one part of his body, the wishbone. Good fences make good neighbors. No tears in the writer, no tears in the reader. No surprise in the writer, no surprise in the reader. Most of the change we think we see in life is due to truths being in and out of favor. You've got to love what's lovable and hate what's hateable. It takes brains to see the difference. The best things and best people rise out of their separateness. A poem begins as a lump in the throat, a sense of wrong, a homesickness, a love sickness. Something we were withholding made us weak until we found it was ourselves. Thinking is not to agree or disagree. That's voting. Unless you are educated in metaphor, you are not safe to be let loose in the world. A bank is a place where they lend you an umbrella in fair weather and ask for it back when it begins to rain. Home is the place where, when you have to go there, they have to take you in. Never be bullied into silence. Never allow yourself to be made a victim. Accept no one's definition of your life. Define yourself. To be a poet is a condition, not a profession. Education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or your self-confidence. If we couldn't laugh, we would all go insane. The brain is a wonderful organ. It starts working the moment you get up in the morning and does not stop until you get into the office. A diplomat is a man who always remembers a woman's birthday but never remembers her age. There is one thing more exasperating than a wife who can't cook and won't, and that's a wife who can't cook and will. Families break up when they get hints you don't intend and miss hints that you do. Freedom lies in being bold. A mother takes 20 years to make a man out of her boy, and another woman makes a fool of him in 20 minutes. How many things have to happen to you before something occurs to you? We dance around in a ring and suppose, but the secret sits in the middle and knows. By faithfully working 12 hours a day, you may eventually get to be the boss and work 14 hours a day. Poetry is when an emotion has found its thought and the thought has found words. The world is full of willing people, some willing to work, the rest willing to let them. A jury consists of 12 persons chosen to decide who has the better lawyer. Life must be kept up at a great rate in order to absorb any considerable amount of learning. Poetry is what gets lost in translation. Like a piece of ice on a hot stove, the poem must ride on its own melting. You're always believing ahead of your evidence. The most creative thing in us is to believe in a thing. A liberal is a man too broad-minded to take his own side in a quarrel. A civilized society is one which tolerates eccentricity to the point of doubtful sanity. Education doesn't change life much. It just lifts trouble to a higher plane of regard. The worst disease which can afflict executives in their work is not, as popularly supposed, alcoholism, it's egotism. Anything more than the truth would be too much. What we live by, we die by. The chief reason for going to school is to get the impression fixed for life that there is a book side for everything. Our very life depends on everything's recurring till we answer from within. What is done for the love of it, or not really done at all. Being the boss anywhere is lonely. Being a female boss in the world of mostly men is especially so. For dear me, why abandon a belief merely because it ceases to be true? Nobody was ever meant to remember or invent what he did with every cent. Talking is a hydrant in the yard, and writing is a faucet upstairs in the house. Opening the first takes all the pressure off the second. A poem begins in daylight and ends in wisdom. To be social is to be forgiving. Don't tell anyone that you're lonely, because once again, you will convince yourself of this. How many things you would attempt if you knew you could not fail? Thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery and personal growth. If you enjoyed our motivational quotes, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. But we want to hear from you too. Which was your favorite quote and tell us why? Let us know in the comments below. Also, who else would you like us to feature on our channel? Is there a particular quote that inspires you or motivates you that you'd like us to highlight? Keep pushing yourself to be your best self, and remember, anything is possible with the right mindset and inspiration. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video.